What's up, guys? Coach Brian. We are on a run today. I want to start the video series for our 5 pillars, and our 5 pillars are really kind of a orientation for a program, kind of teach you how to navigate your life. This is part of the idea of having a guidebook for your life on how to control it, how to maintain it, how to make sure you're staying right within the model of what you want to do within the goals of your life, and to keep you afloat during tragedy. So, also had a little bit of fun. Today we're going to be talking about the warrior way. Alright guys, we're going to be talking about the warrior way. These concepts that we've come up with are models and archetypes that build together toward a story of how to manage your life. You know, there's a story to your life and there's a story to manage it. And this is how typically the brain works. So we've created an archetype and a story of how to manage your life. We're going to be starting with the warrior way today. The warrior way is a kind of an homage to our ancestry. If you really think about it, you know, our ancestors were hunter-gatherers. They were tribesmen. They were members of a tribe that ran around and killed stuff and participated in that type of model for many thousands of years. And only recently have we changed that model of life. So we can't go run around killing stuff. But what we have to do is create a program that mimics or mirrors that lifestyle. Because what did our ancestors do? They would wake up, they would hunt together, they would probably walk 4 to 5 miles a day, do some pretty hard work, and come back and rest at nighttime. So we're creating a program for that. And the warrior way is really a hypothesis of mine that our genetic traits can evaluate us as to whether or not we're good members of the tribe, or if we're helping propagate and help the species continue. So if you think about it, you know, if someone that's a good member of the tribe is someone that's hunter-gathering, going doing their things, you know, in the day, gathering nuts, seeds, nuts, and fruits and meats, and getting their exercise in. A bad member of the tribe is someone that's sitting in a teepee all day, just eating everybody's foods and not participating in the hunter-gathering. They're kind of parasitic, not participating. I truly believe, if you think about that model completely, that our genetics, and through a process called epigenetics, our genetics and epigenetics has the ability to be able to evaluate us whether or not we're good members of the tribe. So, you know, if you're not participating in that, then your body's going to take you out. We can see that through metabolic syndrome, heart disease, stroke, Alzheimer's, diabetes. All these are due to bad tribe members, people that aren't being part of the tribe, eating their meats, vegetables, seeds, nuts, and fruit. They're not sleeping well, they're not getting activity. So the warrior way is a set point about activity. Okay, so probably what you're thinking is, okay, what kind of activity? That's what I've hired you for. You know, well, I'm going to answer that question. We've done some research in all the associations, and we also have done some action testing within our group. And what we've done is created a template of activity for you to orientate your week after. So like I said, we're creating an archetypical story to help you understand what it's like to maintain a baseline level of fitness. All right, so this is the baseline, this is the concept, this is what I want you to do, this is how you're going to stay a good warrior so you can stay nice and healthy. get you out of this sedentary lifestyle. First of all, we want you, of course, to hit 10,000 steps a day. Within that 10,000 step concept, we also want you to hold on to and make sure you keep up with at least 70,000 steps in a week. So you have that criteria, both of them, and you should be hitting it if you're hitting 10,000 steps a day. But what if it snows? What if there's a hurricane? What if you just can't get your steps? The way we're going to make sure you maintain that is by adhering to 70,000 steps in a week. So, if you come up on Sunday and you're at 52,000 steps, well, it sucks to be you. Sucks to be you. We want you to get your 18,000 steps and finish up your week. So that also motivates you to maintain your steps during the week. One of the things about steps you don't understand, most people don't understand, and it's really important to kind of understand. You can hear me breathing hard right now. When you're breathing hard in a lower level of oxidative state, which is what I'm doing right now, it's cardiovascular oxidative work, you burn fat. Your exhalation, breathing out, has been measured, and 80% of the carbon weight of fat comes out through your breathing. So the more you breathe in the lower exercise state, the more you're burning fat. Now, once you bring up your respiratory rate up a little bit, it turns into carbohydrate, and they can actually measure that. So that's why walking is important. It helps you burn fat. So if you want to burn fat, you got to put in those. You got to hit that trail. So some other things to think about. You know, as our ancestors hunted and gathered, they probably went out and killed a deer and whatever they do 34 days a week, and they had to drag it back and do that kind of work. So we're going to mimic that as well by doing 3 to 4 days of high intensity interval training. And what that means is, in the high intensity side of it, the definition of it is we want you to be hitting at least your 75% of your VO max for 12 minutes. So your VO max, not to get too wordy about this because I'm going to keep this video slow, but you know, you can almost guarantee if you're out of breath, then you're at your 75%. So think about that. And you're going to do that 75% for 34 days a week. And that's the way to maintain and adhere. You know, you want to be able to do oxidative work, but you also want to do anaerobic to aerobic. So you want to do some weighted stuff. So that's why weighted walks are important. It's anaerobic to aerobic. So you're using weights to train your stuff aerobically, and that builds muscle. It creates hypertrophy. So again, 3 to 4 days of 75% or higher VO max a week. Once you get your 34 days a week, you should be around Friday. So on Saturday, we're going to try to change some behavioral problems in our lives. You know, a lot of us have behavioral issues when it comes to the weekend, and we have a lot of social activities that are surrounded around eating. So I want to flip the script on that, and I created the 5K Saturday walk, weighted walk or hike. So what we're looking for every Saturday, we want you to go for at least a 3-mile walk. And what this does is it slows down the problem of, you know, doing the things that we do to ruin our great weeks of caloric deficit or whatever we've been doing. It keeps us from running to a Mexican restaurant, eating way too much food, creates a social dilemma, or a way to fix your social dilemma of eating that kind of stuff to a more positive thing. So you can go walking and stuff like that. I can tell you some of my biggest and best memories as a child was walking with my father, and I think probably this pays forward till today. So take your kids. It's an opportunity to go see things, opportunity to get out of the world, get out of your little hemisphere. Part of the deal is when you walk, you see new things, and those new things create new memories, whenever you create new memories, you create new neural connections in your brain, and then you have better cognitive skill. And then also you're walking on different planes of the ground, not just concrete, so that also gives you better joint stability and ankle stability. Remember, we're made to walk 5 to 10 miles a day like our ancestors did. So we've got to be able to keep that up, or our bodies will shut down. So there's a lot of benefits. Plus, you're getting vitamin D. We need that vitamin D, especially in the COVID era. So get outside on Saturdays and enjoy yourself, enjoy the outdoors. We are blessed that we can do that and not have to worry about a tiger eating us. So get out there and do it. All right, the last little thing inside of the set point of the Warrior Way is also a little bit of accountability, personal accountability, and future authoring. So what we want you to do is on Sundays, we want you every Sunday to create a to-do list that reflects your new schedule in your life. And I want you to blend your professional, your personal, and your professional, personal, and physical lives. I'm sorry, the 3 P's. So you're going to create a to-do list that blends all 3 of those. You already know your personal. You already know your professional. You should know your personal because you know your kids' interaction with your kids. You know, going out with a husband or wife. You've got new physical criteria that you know what it's going to take for you to get your 10,000 steps a day. And you know that you're going to have to get a workout in at least 3-4 days a week. You know you're going to have to get a 5K in on Saturdays. So you're going to have to make that a priority. Make yourself a priority and keep up with that to-do list and maintain it. And then stick with it. And then that way that helps you orientate yourself, because once you start thinking about that kind of stuff and writing it down, you're more successful within it. So that is the Warrior Way. We want to stay strong. We want to stay active. We want to stay mentally sound. So that's the reasoning by the Warrior Way. We want to stay warriors in our lives so we can be strong and people can lean on us a little bit. We're never going to be the person that sits in the teepee and eats up everybody's food, right? That's parasitic. We don't want to do that. All right. That's the Warrior Way. Have a good day.